Hi, today we're going to be opening up Konami's English Edition, First Edition, Shonen Jump, Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game, Starter Pack varies. Now, you do get free cards in this pack for $1 at the dollar store, okay? Which, for me, that's pretty cool, because, have you not seen the price of how much Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards going for? Oh my god, it's kind of ridiculous. It's like, it used to be like maybe back in the day, like, let's say during Magic Rule and Metal Raiders, for example, for like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it was like maybe like $2.99, $3.99, something around that price range. Under the $5 price range to pick up a pack. Which I used to pick up a couple packs, like maybe 2 or 3 packs. But nowadays, one pack is going for, I kid you not, about $7. $6.99. Some will even cost a little bit more than $7. And we're not even talking like a structured deck. We're just talking about one booster pair of cards that you get 6 cards in it. So you think about this: $7 for 6 cards, or I could go to the dollar store and spend $2 for 2 free card packs, which would still add up to 6 cards. So I'll get 2 packs, which adds up to 6 cards for only $2. $2 for 6 cards versus $7 for 6 cards. The total is still going to be the same on how many cards you're going to get. You're still going to get the 6 cards. But do you want to spend the $7 for 6 cards in one pack, or $2 for 2 packs of free cards to add up to the 6 card limit? I don't know about you, but if I'm going to get 6 cards either way, I might as well spend the $2, pick up 2 free card booster packs, and like I said, I'm still getting my 6 cards, and I'm only spending $2. Versus, getting one pack that I'm spending $7 on, and I'm only getting 6 cards, so, yeah. Now, on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Star Pack Vary series, on the Yu-Gi-Tubers, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Tubers, it's been getting a lot of mixed reviews. Not that many people have been actually reviewing this series, of the Star Pack Varies, but it has been getting, like I said, a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people are putting it down and dissing it, and then you have other people that they're not saying it's the greatest pack in the world, but they're not saying it's also the worst pack in the world. They're kind of like in between, neutral, which is kind of what I feel is kind of like what this one is. It's the in between. So, like, for example, Cyber Knight, he didn't say this was the worst pack, but he also never said that this was the best pack in history to come out, which I have to agree with Cyber Knight. Again, this really ain't the best pack that came out in the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Series so far. But it also hasn't really been the worst one. I have seen in the past couple of years, there have been some Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs. I'm not talking about, these free cards for $1 type of pack, starter packs. I'm talking about, the $7, 6 card booster packs. That, they just haven't been the best ones in the years. But then again, there has been mostly a lot of good ones. There's only been a handful that, really wasn't that great. So, yeah. About that. Now, on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Price guide, usually where I go to price all my Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards is ToyWiz.com. They have, like, one of the best price guide websites out there, Well, it's not, just like a website. It's a website that, you can buy, like, toys from, model kits, all that stuff. But, you can buy, like, actual cards for them. Like, if you just want one special card, you could just buy, that one special card to put your question, stuff like that. But, yeah, like I said, for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards, that's usually, I just go to ToyWiz.com and I go in there and like, Pokemon cards, this series, how much is this card worth? Or, the complete opposite, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, how much is this card worth, that type of deal. But unfortunately, the weird and odd thing is, ToyWiz.com, for some reason, did not post anything about the Star Pack Vary series. I mean, they posted things about the other ones, like the world ones, like, I think it was like World 2015 and 2016, I believe it was, something like that. Or maybe it was 16 and 17, something like that. Well, you know, it was about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zetsu, where it had the Zetsu monsters in it. And then there was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Star Pack that was the Art 5 that had like all the performance pals that was from the Art 5 series. And then, you know, all the other ones. But for some strange and odd reason, this whole VRAiNS pack has not appeared on Toywiz, which usually they're like one of websites I know that's usually on top of like the new Pokemon, like Crimson Invasion, Dragon Force, and you know, like those things for, like the Pokemon. And then for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Metal Waders and, you know, Spell Wars. I know those are like really old packs, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, as soon as the new pack's about ready to release, they will always have like all the info there, or when it does release, the info's there, and for some strange reason they don't have it. So what I've been doing is checking the price guides like online from like other price guide websites type of deals for cards. And I do not know who the head's in charge of these price guide websites from like, you know, online websites that does card price guides, but they are freaking complete idiotic morons. They do not know how to price cards. Like, for example, if you get like, you know, a foil card, like either shattered foil or star foil or hollow foil or reverse foiled, you know, that's like, let's say, limited to only 100, that's kind of hard to pull out packs, they'll say, oh, it's only worth like 2 cents. But if you get, you know, the plain version that's like in the thousands that they've been making it in, oh my god, that's worth like 35 cents. That may be worth $1.50. But the super rare, super ultra limited edition rare production one of that version, they write it off like pocket change, like 2 freaking cents that you can find in the street. It's like, oh my god, you people complete morons. Answer is yes, you are. Not, you know, you people here on YouTube, but you people who are like making these online price guides, just, you know, to make it clear, not you that are watching this video, but, you know, the people that's actually doing this, they do not know how to do it. I mean, I've seen it for like My Little Pony, the CCG collector card game, and I had like one that, my god, should be worth like at least $50 to maybe $100. Because it's a foil card, but not only is it a foil card, it's a misprint foil card. So, you know, anything that's like foiled or stamped or like hollow foil or reverse foil or ghost foil or, you know, anything like that, it's definitely worth more than, you know, just a plain old version of the card, right? And since, you know, that was like a factory error misprint, that one should be like worth even more money. No, they're like, no, we never heard the misprint version. We heard, you know, the special edition version, 2 cents. Oh, but, you know, this non-special edition version, it's 35 cents, $1.50. Same thing goes for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like VRAiNS and other Yu-Gi-Oh cards. With the My Little Pony collector card game ones, they don't know what the heck they're doing. They need to take a play out of the, you know, Pokemon and Magic the Gathering type of price guides. Because if you look at the Pokemon price guides and the Magic the Gathering ones, you see that it's like, oh my god, this one is worth like maybe $1.50 or $25 because it's a foiled, or it's a reverse foiled, or it's a hollow foil, or a reverse hollow foil for like the Pokemon cards. I don't know why the Pokemon cards and the Magic the Gathering cards, they actually, you know, for some reason they got it right. But on the My Little Pony collector card game, on Yu-Gi-Oh trading cards, they're just wanting like pretty much all the rare limited edition cards off like, you know, pocket chains. Chains that you find on the street. Like 2 freaking cents. While the common versions are the same as that card, 35 cents. They have no idea what the heck they're doing. I mean, if they look at how, you know, like Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering words, that's how they should be pricing like My Little Pony and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The harder the card is to come across and booster packs and stuff, and the more limited edition the card is that has been made in production, the higher the price should go up. The more of the same exact card that's, you know, done in the common version, that there's more prints of it. In the thousands, the price should drop for those common ones. That's how they should do it. But do they do it like that? No, because they are moron idiots. So let's see what cards we have got in here. So we have Cipher Dragon. Let's see if I could get the camera to focus here. There we go. So yeah, like I'm saying, like, see how this one is Starfoil? Now they did go back to Starfoil on this series. Don't know if they're going to go back to the Shattered Foil if they continue on with this, VRAiNS series, but yeah. Pretty cool. So like this one, they'll say, oh, this one's worth like 2 cents, but if you let Link Belt Wall Drayden, which is, just a common card because it's not Starfoiled, this one's worth 35 cents, $1.50. This one, 2 cents. Seriously, what the F? They're just complete moron idiots. Oh, this card might be pretty cool. I gotta let the text later on, but yeah. Dragonon Generator. That might be pretty cool to use with these trading cards. So, I do know in the VRAiNS series there is Cyber Monsters which formed the new summon, as in Link summon. So you could summon Link monsters now, because, we had all the other summons. Like, Zetzel summons, Etzies, all those type of things, pendulums and stuff. So in this series, you have, Cyber Monsters that forms Link monsters, which Link monsters like the most powerful monsters that you could fuse them together type of summon thing. So Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAiNS Star Pad at Dollar Store. Is it worth it for $1? For me, yes. For you, I don't know. Well, I'm saying, it's your dollar, so if you feel it's worth it, and if you hit $1, go buy it. If you hit $1 and you say, nah, it's not really worth it, I'm going to wait till come out with another series, then, say $1 and wait for the next series.